Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since y'all last saw me. Last time y'all did, we were assembling this rifle right here. Put it together, it was like a vlog style video. I think it was how to call squirrels and whatnot. Today's going to be sort of a similar video, but we're mainly focused on this rifle. I'm not going to be sighting any more weapons in today, rifles. I just want to get this one dialed in because we do have a starling problem at my house right now. It's every year, year after year. They get in our gutters, tear things out, and all that. So I figured I might as well get this rifle shooting pretty decent. At this point, they just became a pest, so I'm trying to get rid of them. I got one more air rifle that I want to sight, but we're going to be doing it for a long-range sight-in, 100-yard sight-in. So that's going to be a whole separate video, but today we're focused on the Avenger made by VENTURI. This is a 25 caliber for anyone that's new here. And today's ammo, I'll pop a picture on the screen. We're going to be shooting the JTS Dead Centers 25.39 grain, and they are the, yeah, I seen takedown air gun pellets, but I have with me here 2 magazines. They're fully stocked with 8, so I got 16s in this, plus 1 in the rifle, and I also have another one. I don't know where it's at though. But plenty of magazines. The rifle's topped out at the max bar, which is 4,350 psi. And I'm wanting to say this what that is. Yeah. So, anywho, we just topped it off. What I always do is I'll actually take one fire just to kind of get the regulator and everything kicked in the spot. Some people take 2, that's up to you. But where we're doing a sight in, I'm just going to be doing 1. But a lot of people will take 2 shots to just kind of set everything back to normal. And that way they can guarantee the pellet's going to be flying true. So, anywho, target's down here at 30 yards. I do have a GoPro set up down there. Hopefully it's a good angle. Sun, I tried to get it to where the sun wasn't in it, but that's the hardest thing ever, especially dealing with a wide angle GoPro like that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, we're going to be sighting this rifle in today. I'll probably set some stuff up on the target itself and try to shoot it off, some staples maybe, shoot some staples and all that. Out of all the pellets I shot, these was the best shooting pellet that I've ever fired out of a rifle. But last year I had to quit using them right around the prime time of hunting season because I ran out during early season. So I ended up switching to I think they're JSB's Diablo exact heavies is exactly what I was shooting. They were 33 grain, and they shot outstanding too, hole for hole out of this rifle, and I killed a lot of squirrels with them. But you can't get no more accurate than what these was shooting. So let's shoot the rifle and see if it still likes these pellets and see what we can do here. We're going to be shooting for the white spot on that turkey's neck, right where that white hole is. So it looks like we are literally dead in line, just to the left. So we will go ahead and take one more and make sure that is our point of impact. It should hit the same hole almost. That's a pretty big area to aim for too, by the way. I think by the end of it, I'm going to try to shoot for his eyeball. And that's literally the exact same hole. It looks just like one hole, but there's actually 2 pellets in the same spot. So let's crank her to the right just a hair. Probably came over like 13 clicks. Now let's try again. I love this rifle. It's by far my favorite PCP I've ever fired in my life. Okay, we are almost cutting the white out. So it looks like we're not even going to need 2 mags to sight in, which I figured. I kind of brought these extra ones just to plank with. Once we run out of them, then we're going to be wrapping the video up. But I bought plenty of JTSs. That should last me the rest of the hunting season. That will be coming out. My scope. Looks a little crooked, but I can't tell. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it. No, I think it's just the way that I have no idea, y'all. Let's see. I mean, with this stock, the way that the rifle sets into these laminated wood stocks, at least this one in particular, it looks like it's a little lopsided, the actual rifle, but it definitely ain't affecting the accuracy. So let's take another one. And I'm gonna say like 2 more, and that should put me dead center. I actually don't even want to do that because that was probably me. And that right there was a dead, whatever it was that I wanted to shoot right there. That was toast. So we'll take 1 more. And there it is. Literally not going to get any better than that. I reset my zero. I set my zero reset turret down. And that's it. So now we're going to shoot for the eyeball on that turkey. And then that's pretty well going to do it. I think I'm just going to set some stuff up and shoot it. And as y'all can see, that's literally right through the bottom of his eyelid at 30 yards. I'm personally leaving it, even if the rifle is shooting a little low. When you shoot at a squirrel up in a tree, your rifle always will impact a little bit higher because of the angle, so that's perfect for me. I'd rather it be just like that than shoot high. So we're gonna run some empty shot shell casings up down there, and I'm gonna line them up across the top of that target. I'm gonna do 10 of them, and let's see if we can smack all 10 of them. I'll be right back at y'all here in just like 2 seconds. All right, y'all, so we are currently dealing with wind. Not sure how we're really going to get this stuff to stay because of the wind. Look, there goes all the other ones too. They're about to fall. I put a wee little 9mm casing up here on the top, and there went the other ones. Golly, I don't think we're going to be able to do some of the good planking. But that's going to be a super hard target to hit. So we're just going to start with this one. This wind shouldn't blow this one off of there. That's a tiny one. Our setup's right up there at 30 yards. So here we go. All right, y'all, due to the wind, shot shells setting up on that target today probably ain't going to be the strat. I'm just going to have to keep getting up and moving them, and I ain't got time for all that. That's too much. So we do have that 9mm casing up there. We're gonna try it. I'd say I'll give myself 3 shots to hit it. It's 30 yards, so not terribly far. The rifle, I know for a fact can make it, but it's just up to me if I can do it, because the rifle right now is dead on. So let's catch a breather. And let's try it. Hopefully the GoPro has it right now, and then maybe I'll do like a 75-yard shot or something. I usually don't do them though, even though this rifle's capable of doing it, and I've taken squirrels that far. Here we go. I got it. I mean, you cannot move. That thing was the size of my crosshairs, and I smoked it off the top of that target. Let's go try a brass of a shot shell. I'll be right back. I don't want to set my rifle up on this. We're gonna go shoot a brass of a shot shell. I'm gonna try to lay it on that target and hold it flat. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, hopefully the angle's still good. We're gonna shoot the empty shotgun shell. YouTube, so don't ban this video. We're gonna be shooting the back of it. I need to move y'all, but right here, right in the nose of that turkey target is where that shell is now planted. Point an arrow to it, right above his nose. Let's go smack it out of there. I need this rifle to be as comfy as possible. Now I know in the woods y'all saying, yeah, you ain't doing all that, you're freehanding, and true.
I try to get a rest if I can, but I'll be honest with y'all, 95% of the squirrels I kill, I always freehand. I don't have time to be trying to pick a tree out, and it's just on the fly when I see them. Here we go, this is good enough. I'm good enough, I'm comfortable enough. Squeeze off. Alright, I shoved the shell completely through the target. I'm wanting to say I saw it go that way, clear down into the woods, but that's at least 60 yards to the woods, so I don't know. I'm going to turn y'all off up here. I'll go down and get the GoPro, and we'll try to find it. So as you can see, the shell was setting right there. And it took it and shoved it, and I'm wanting to say I literally seen it go flying clear down into them woods. But I don't see that air rifle having, it's powerful. Do not get me wrong, that air rifle is crazy powerful. Like, I will smoke any groundhog. I already have. I've dusted groundhogs with it already, but and a coyote come out, I'm dusting him too, guaranteed. But so I mean, it has plenty of power. It's just, what am I pushing, 50 some foot-pounds of energy out of it. With that weight grain and all, I did it all the math last year, it was 50 some foot-pounds of energy. So that is just well plenty enough to bring down a Yodi, a fox. I wouldn't go above a Yodi. I mean, well, I mean, of course, Sonny a 25 caliber. 30 caliber, I'll shoot a moose. You let me see a moose, I'll dust him. It sucks I ain't gonna be able to. Oh, hang on, y'all, I guarantee you this is it. I'm almost certain this is it. Yep. As y'all can see, I did not impact the center of the primer. It blew the primer out of it, and there's a target. So it launched that thing probably, no joke, 8 to 10 foot back. But I ended up hitting it just a little low. So the rifle shooting just a smidge low. Which, of course, at the turkey eyeball, you saw that too. It's literally, we're actually going to go size the impacts up right now. I was aiming right in the center of that primer, and if we take this and we set the primer right there, look at the impact. Hopefully the GoPro's getting it. The impacts are the exact same spot. So anywho, I'm not messing with it, and squirrel season comes, I'm still not, because when you're shooting at an uphill angle, your rifle always shoots high, no matter what. I've always seen that even with 22 long rifles. So I'm just leaving it right there. That's good enough for me to blast a squirrel in the head. And you hit a squirrel in his jawline with that, he ain't going far regardless. Just the impact and all that compression does the rest for that. Alright y'all, so this is a few days later. I'm currently sitting here editing the video right now. And when I got to the last part of the video, I was kind of sitting there and I'm thinking, man, like, I pretty much scrapped the whole entire thing and decided to come in and show y'all a little more in-depth on the rifle, the gear I was using, pellets that I've hunted with in the past and all that. I just felt like I could go way more in-depth with you all and give you all honest opinions and stuff like that. Like, not that I wasn't honest in the end of the last video, but like, I just didn't go over the majority of anything. I was just kind of blubbering on. So anyway, let's start with the main basic everything, right? Let's say for all you that are new to PCP, air rifles, this might even be your first video you've ever viewed of a PCP air rifle. I doubt it, but this is a super honest channel, and I'll be honest with you all. I come from a break barrel background, always in 10 pump BB guns, you know, and it wasn't but like 2 years ago is when I was introduced to the PCP world, when I purchased my first one. I've watched them for years, but I never purchased one. 2 years ago, my buddy bought one. I seen how crazy and how good it was, so then I started buying them, and then now I'm just super big into PCPs. Now my PCPs that I currently own are all budget, nothing budget.
I consider it a budget PCP. Nothing over 600 bucks. Everything of that 600 and over, I considered as like a competition. I have had a 30 caliber Umrex gauntlet, had $1,000 in it, and I also had a Hats and Flash, and I had right around 600 in it. It was almost 600, scope and all. But just to start you all off here, this was my very first PCP air rifle that I ever purchased. This is the Umrex Origin, 25 caliber, and it will come with a 2-shot rotary magazine, and they hold 8 a 2-shot. There are 2 rotary magazines that holds 8 shots. This rifle was outstanding when I purchased it. The only thing I didn't realize about it, my buddy was trying to explain to me, is this rifle is unregulated. Meaning, every shot that I take with this rifle is not consistently each time. Now, does it hold accuracy? Of course. This gun is a tack driver, this, that, and the other. But over time of you using it, after like a long time period of time, and you're shooting a whole bunch with it, you will start to see your accuracy decrease. And it got to the point for me to where the hammer spring in the back, I had to manually adjust it. Currently, this rifle right here is shooting also JTS 25.39 grain, same exact pellets as y'all see me shooting through the Air Venturi. But I finally got this thing to where it has what we would call a sweet spot. It goes from 2,000 PSI all the way to 2950 is my shot, sweet spot shot. So I always air up to 2950. I shoot down to 2,000 PSI, which is a mag and I think 3. So right around 10 or 11 shots before I have to come home and air it up. So what I decided for on this rifle is I was no longer going to be hunting with it, because it's kind of annoying when I can just take my Air Venturi and get 40 shots, and I'll explain the reason why there's such a big difference between them here in a second. But I could get 40 shots, so I decided to take it. So long story short, that's the story on my very first PCP air rifle. And like I said, it is a tack driver, but over time, I personally, with mine, I had to adjust the hammer spring. Maybe I could have shot a different pellet and changed that, but I just decided to mess with the hammer spring, and I actually enjoy it a lot better. So with my baby that y'all just watched, this Air Venturi Avenger 25, I can get 40 shots consistently, at least 40. I can guarantee you, if I fill up full bar, I can sit there with 3 magazines and hit the exact same hole. In the 4th magazine, I might start wobbling a little bit, but other than that, they're going to hit consistently. That's because this rifle is regulated. This is crucial when it comes to a PCP. That regulated is what you want to hear every time you purchase a PCP. Coming from a non-regulated PCP to now owning a regulated PCP, I see the difference. It's a major difference when it comes to shot count and shot consistency. I can guarantee you this rifle right here will double the amount of consistent shots than that Origin over there. The Origin's deadly. You know, if you're a person that's going out and you're shooting 2 squirrels a morning and you're only shooting twice, the Origin's perfect, and it's a lot cheaper. But if you want to throw an extra 200 bucks in, you can pick yourself up an Air Venturi Avenger. Now, when I purchased this one, these rifles here come in 3 different variations. You have synthetic, which is the cheapest, wood, which honestly I think is more expensive than this laminated wood. But this is the one that I had just removed off of this rifle in the last video, which is the best squirrel call ever. If y'all ain't watched it, go check it out. You'll see me disassemble this rifle, put it together, put it onto this one, and then this video is me shooting it. But nonetheless, I had that on it, and then I purchased this laminated wood. I wanted the Green Mountain. This is the Red&Blue. Unfortunately, they don't make Green Mountain. They only did the Red&Blue for you to put on yourself. You have to purchase the rifle if you want the Green Mountain, or you can purchase the rifle if you want this one. It's 450 bucks plus tax for each one. Both are only 25 calibers. That's all you can get them in for the laminated wood. But yeah, nonetheless, if you wanted the Green Mountain, it's 450. If you want the Red&Blue, it's 450. But to me, it's a very reasonable price. Like I said, I am not sponsored by any means. I'm giving y'all my honest opinion. I have yet to have any trouble out of this rifle, thank the Lord. I'm still fingers crossed with it. It seems to be holding air just fine. And I hope it does for the next few years. When they sent me the rifle, they have a bunch of O-rings, so if anything happens, I'll be going into it, tearing it apart and fixing whatever it is, because they give you plenty of O-rings for all the parts in it. But the scope that y'all seen in the video was a Svony SV166, has 0 reset turns. I paid like 60 bucks for it on Amazon. I'm really not even going to look on Amazon for it, because 9 times out of 10 I ain't going to find it. I did try to find one for that Umarex Origin, and unfortunately I wasn't able to find it. So I'm guessing they just either quit making them or completely sold out of them and didn't put any more back on the market. So another big crucial thing when it comes to PCP air rifles that all you new people need to know out the gate is they all shoot pellets differently. Every pellet won't be the same out of your air rifle. My buddy can pick up these pellets right here. His rifle could stack them hole for hole. I can take them and shoot all over the place. Same way, vice versa. If I take JTS's, mine might shoot perfect, his shoots everywhere. Every barrel is unique when it comes to an air rifle, just like your long rifles and stuff like that. Every barrel is unique, and it's unique. It has its own little way it's made and stuff, and it has its own little personal liking of pellets. I hunted with these right here, as I mentioned earlier in the video. These are the King's Diablo 25.39 grain. That's what I hunted with the season, because it was late season when I started using these, and I didn't feel like going and picking up any JTS's at the time. I knew these shoot hole for hole. These are the best accurate pellet out of this rifle. I could stack headshots for squirrels all day, which if you watch my hunting videos this season, you've seen me make multiple headshots on squirrels. But these are my babies when it comes to accuracy out of that Air Venturi. So nonetheless, a big takeaway is if you are purchasing a new PCP air rifle, the two biggest and main things are, just short and sweet here, something I didn't go over. Buy a few different pellets. I'll give you all an idea. This whole entire thing right here is nothing but pellets. I don't know how good y'all can see, but there's all different kinds of 25 caliber pellets in there. Some 22 caliber too and stuff like that, but a bunch of 25s. Do you have to go out and buy 15 different packs? No, no. I would personally stick to big name brands such as JSB's and JTS's. Like, those two seem to be perfect for all my air rifles. The Umarex Origin loves a JSB Hades, and like I said, it loves a JTS, and my dad's is the same way, has the same exact Umarex Origin. It's his first one ever, and his loves a JTS. I love it too. So again, like I've said, just purchase those and make sure your rifle is regulated. If you can help it and you can scrounge a little extra money, purchase a regulated PCP. Doesn't matter what name brand, it doesn't have to be Air Venturi, doesn't have to be Umarex, but those two are super good. Like those, and you will find, just from reading comments and stuff, you'll find that those are very, very popular and stuff like that when it comes to entry level PCP air rifling. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much it. This has been your host, Trey with Hunt Fish High Outdoors. If y'all haven't already, go check out my gaming channel. It's Hunt Fish High Outdoors Gaming. It's been doing really good and stuff like that. We've been playing Call of the Wild here lately. So if y'all's into gaming too, be sure to go check it out. And the next video that'll be coming out, I'm going to be taking the Umarex Origin 25 caliber and trying to do some long range plinking with it. And seeing just what it's capable of now that I did some hammer spring adjustments, and I think I finally figured it out perfectly the way I want it. We're gonna try some long range with it. So Be sure to turn on your bell notifications so when I do upload that video, y'all will get notified. And in the meantime, we're gonna be waiting on some turkey hunting and doing a little bit of fishing and stuff like that on the weekends. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you all on the next one.